Hi everybody, welcome. Tammy from Tammy's Homesteading Crafts. Today we are in the Knitting Corner YouTube area office where we normally film our YouTube videos when we are doing a knit podcast. So today is going to be a knitting podcast, episode 23, I believe. If not, I'll change it down below. But we have a finished object, some whips, updates to the shop, for some bags and some stitch stoppers. So if that is something that interests you, stick around. So before we get started, I just want to welcome everybody to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and supporting me the way you have by subscribing to my channel. We have a number of new subscribers and I really appreciate every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. It really helps my channel for growing and allows other people to see the content that I put out. If you guys have not subscribed, please consider doing so, and also hit the thumbs up button if you like the videos that I'm putting out. That will allow YouTube to put it in their algorithm for encouraging and putting it on other people's platforms that are looking for knitting content. Also, if you ring the bell, it'll give you the notifications every time I put a new video out so that you guys will have access to the new videos that I put out. Okay, so let's get started with our update. So the first thing we're going to talk about is going to be the updates to the shop. I have some new bags, one-of-a-kind bags, not one-of-a-kind, but one-of-a-kind designed bags. These are the wrist bags that I put out. I have a number of those in the shop. Also, I have some other bags that are one of a kind, and there's the only one in the shop. So here is a small drawstring that I have, and this is decals of butterflies. It, of course, has the key tag on the inside. It is a drawstring bag. It does have my tag on the side of that, but this is one of the ones that we have. This is the normal little small drawstring sock sack. Another one that I have, this is a medium drawstring that I have in the shop, and it says it's freezing season. I thought this was a cute little saying. Again, the nice wide bottom. I paired it with snowman material on the inside, and of course it does have the key tag and of course my tag on the outside. But yeah, it's got a cute little design. It's on both sides. I just thought this was a cute little design to have on the bags. And again, this is the only one of this, so if you like this design, grab the bag because it's the only design that I have. This other one is really, really cute, and I think once I get it on the website, it's gonna go pretty quick. This is just a girl who loves books and coffee. I really thought this was a cute little decal. And I paired it with the inside of a book material that I have found. I really like that. I think that just is kind of cool. And of course, it does have the key tag on the inside. And of course, my tag on the outside. This is a medium drawstring with the wide bottom. But yeah, same thing on both sides. Just a girl who loves books and coffee. Got a bunch of books, some coffee, glasses. So yeah, this one is pretty cute. I really like that design. I only got one of them though. And then we're going to have a couple of different designs. I'm getting all of my knit and crochet related fabric that I had sewn up here in the next week to 2 weeks, getting it on the website. I have a cute section of some new knit Valentine's Day bags. They're heart-shaped yarn balls with knit needles stuck between them. This happens to be a medium drawstring bag. Of course, my tag, and then of course also the key tag on the inside of the bag to allow you to put stitch markers and things off of that inside there. There will be more of this design. I have more of this design coming. I just haven't gotten a chance to do some sewing in the last couple of days. Been a little busy. But by the time this airs, these should all be loaded into the website, and you'll have the new bags and everything that is made out of this fabric will be all under one tab. So when you look for this fabric, it'll show you everything that is made inside this. I have a couple other like medium snaps, small drawstring, and notions bags is what I'm making right now, because I'm pretty much sold out of all of those in the shop. They're my sale went really well, and I'm pretty much sold out of all of my small drawstring, small snap, medium drawstring, medium snap. I have some large and extra large in the shop, but most of the small ones are all gone. So that's what I'm focusing on making right now, is the small and mediums, to get them into the shop and to rebuild that. Okay, so that is all for the update of the bags in the shop. I do have some cool stitch stoppers that came in, and I just want to show you some. Like I said, these are not all. These are just some of the most recent ones that I have. I'm going to try to put a post up here in the next couple of days to show some of the stitch stoppers that I have, you know, so that people know that there is some new ones coming along. But this is one of the newest ones that I got. It's a cup of coffee with a swirl, like it's almost like a cappuccino type cup of coffee. I thought these were really cute to go along with the coffee bags that I have in the shop. So that is one of the new ones. The other new one is some flip-flops. That is a pair of flip-flops. I have a single flip-flop, but this is a pair of flip-flops, and they come in multiple colors. Of course, you know, this is the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, so we got him in there as well. We got a slice of pizza. I thought this one was kind of cute, just to be able to have something different, just a slice of pizza in the shop. And that's just a one-sided, oops, that's just one-sided. The other side has nothing on it. This one I thought was kind of cute. A lot of people I know like bubble tea, so this was like a bubble tea stitch stopper that I found. Pretty cute. I thought those were kind of cute. So I got some bubble tea ones in there. And then this is just, I don't know, it's kind of like Native Americans symbol type thing is what I would consider this one as. Just some geometric shapes. I'm not really sure what I would call this one, but I've got some of these in the shop too. Just some different design type things. Something that's really not knit related or not character related, just some different, you know, for those of you that don't want, you know, flip-flops or a rabbit or coffee, you know, just but want to get stitch stoppers. And so I thought these one would be kind of cute. So those are the newest ones that I have in the shop. Like I said, that's not all of them. I keep getting them in on a regular basis. I can't stop myself from buying them. I absolutely love them. And I just keep, you know, adding a few more here and there to the website. So those are, like I said, are some of the newest ones that I have. So if you are interested in any of them, hop over to the website. I will have the information running along the screen, but also, as always, the information will be down in the show notes below, where to find me, how to, where to follow me, and different things like that will be down below. So that is it for the updates to the shop. I have a finished object, so let's talk about that. Okay, so as you can see, I'm wearing my finished object. I finally got my Optimism Shawl done. Love it. I love the way it turned out. I just think it's really pretty. I love the colors. I'm really happy with it. I loved that I was able to learn some new stitches and to do some different things with it. My goal this year when I'm knitting and picking out patterns is I'm trying to pick things that I've not done so that I can learn a new stitch to broaden my knitting abilities and my knitting knowledge. So that's my goal for this year as far as doing my all of my knitting. But I really love it. It turned out really, really cute. I have not blocked it yet. I just finished it the other day. Wore it to knit group so that I could show it off. But yeah, it looks, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And I would have to say I would probably knit this again. I did enjoy the pattern, but not right away, just because I want to make sure that I knit things that, you know, that I can learn something new at. But yeah, I would probably definitely knit this one again, along with, I really enjoyed knitting the Katie, and I would probably knit that one again too. But I have a couple of other shawls that I have, one shawl that I got cast on that I really do like that one as well, that we'll talk about here in a few minutes. But yeah, so this is my only finished object. Love it. I was kind of hoping I would have more, but I did get a lot of knitting done. So let's talk about our whips that we have, because we have quite a number of those. Okay, so the first whip that I'm going to talk about is going to be my Love Note sweater. Well, I'm getting there, guys. I have one sleeve done. I got this sleeve done and off the needles, and I've got the other sleeve cast on and starting to work on that. I really, like I said, I did get quite a bit of work done on this the other day. I was kind of hoping, once I got this cast off, I was kind of hoping I could just get the sleeve cast on and get it, I wanted it off the needles, but I still have to do the collar. So, I mean, there's still some more work to do on this, but I actually really do like it. It's, I haven't tried it on, probably should, but it does seem like it's going to be quite big right now, and I haven't even washed it and blocked it out. So I'm not too worried about it being, I did slide my arm in and make sure that the sleeve fit, and it's like a 3/4 length sleeve, which I'm okay with. I really do like it. It's fits pretty well there. But yeah, I am really, really happy with the way that turned out. Because I think when I podcasted last, I had already started the sleeve, but I hadn't, you know, I was going to do 2 at a time, but I didn't have it in my head to figure out to cast on the 2 at a time and to do those. So I was like, I'm just going to do it singly. Hopefully I can get a good measurement for my length when I go to add on. I need to put my stitch marker. Actually, I could take it out from underneath this arm, because I need to make sure that I get I measure from the same spot to get the exact length for the sleeve. I don't want the sleeve to be a lot longer or even a lot shorter than the one I have already done. That's why I do things 2 at a time, because I am really terrible about keeping track of where I'm at when I'm counting rows. I get done and I forget to update my counter. As much as I have my tablet open there next to me with the pattern out, I just start knitting and I get in my own little world of knitting, and I'm just moving around. Then I realize, oh, how many times did I go around that stitch stopper or stitch marker and I didn't mark down that I went another row? So I just don't remember to do it. When I'm doing and I have to count because I change and I'm following a pattern, that's different. I can make, you know, do my rows and do the counter. But when I'm just knitting in the round and I'm not thinking of anything, my mind will wander to other things, because I don't have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Or I'll be listening to a book and I'm just knitting, going around, and I forget to mark it. So that is why I do my socks 2 at a time. When I do gloves, I do them 2 at a time so they're the same size, because I never remember to count. So this is going to be my test here to make sure that I have my arms the same length. So that is the oldest WIP that I have. And hopefully by the end of this month, which is still, today's January 16th, so still have a couple of weeks left. I'm hoping I can get that off the needles by the time I do a knit podcast for the end of the month. I'm hoping. We'll see. I don't know. We'll have to see what next week's podcast ends up doing. I don't know if I'll be doing another knitting podcast or if I'm going to do something different. We'll have to see what shows up on in my brain to figure out, if I got a lot done on the knitting, I might do that. We don't know. I don't know. But that is one of them. Now let's talk about my Tunisian crochet. Really liking this. It is turning out really cute. I'm loving learning the new stitch and something different. It's going to be a bandana shaped cowl. It's supposed to have a button on it. I don't know if I will do the button. I don't know. I'll have to see if I do the button or not. We'll see. But right now, as I test it, it's barely big enough. I want it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to just keep going. I keep testing it around my neck just to make sure. But I love the pattern. I love the colors. But yeah, I'm got quite a bit done on this. I didn't put a stitch marker where I was, but I wasn't very far when I started. It seemed like it was, in the beginning, it was crochet 3 rows, take 2 out. Because then I would realize that, oh, I didn't increase on the other end, so I'd have to take it out. And that's where, excuse me, that's what was happening in the beginning. So now I finally got it figured out to increase it every row and to make it look good. It's looking okay. I do like it. So this will just be something different. I don't know if I'm going to put the button on it like they call, because I really don't know how to do a buttonhole in this. I don't know. I'd have to YouTube that to see about how to make a buttonhole in Tunisian crochet. But even if I don't do a buttonhole, I could just, like hand stitch them together at the end to make a bandana. When I get it to where I want it to be, I could easily just stitch those 2 together so that it can go over the head and just have a nice bandana cowl. I'll see. Like I said, I wanted it a little bit bigger. It's quite firm. There's not much give to this, so there's not a lot of negative ease. It's going to be pretty much the size it is. And I just don't want it really choking. I like to be able to make them so that they're not so tight around the neck. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I'm really liking it. I love the colors. It was just stash yarn that I had and just trying to use up some of the old stuff that I have in my stash before I get a bunch more yarn, which is going to start coming monthly, and I'm looking forward to that, to be able to get it monthly. Really looking forward to my 2 yarn subscriptions that I have coming this month, and coming monthly. Looking forward to that. Okay, so the second thing that I have, let's talk about my Easy V sweater. I did get it cast on. I think the last time I had podcasted, I had just barely cast on and was getting ready to start my ribbing, where I had to divide and increase around for the shoulders and the front and the back, the decrease and all that. So I'm in the middle of that. I'm counting on that. I think I might be at 4 or 5 rows, because it's do 1 row of increase, then do a row of knit all the way around, do 1 row of increase, a row of knit. So I am keeping track of this because, like I said, when I've got to follow a pattern, I can be done and be like, oh, there, because I'm actually reading the pattern. And I've got to do 10 rounds of increase and a row of knit for the collar, for the ribbing of this, and then I can start doing, I believe, my color work. Looking forward to getting this done again. I really did love the way this fit, and I'm anxious to get it done so that I can wear it. We're just now starting to get, today's an actually snowy day. We're now starting to get some snow here, and it's been cold. It's not that it's not been cold. It has been cold, but just starting to get some snow here, and I really want to get this. It won't be done this year. I can tell you that much right now. Unless I stop doing everything else and just worked on this, I might get it done by the end of February to be able to wear for a little bit. But yeah, it'll definitely get done by next year to be able to wear next year. But I'm glad I have this done because I will wear this quite a bit. It's nice to just put on and wear, just when you're chilly, you can put a shawl on, a scarf on, and, have that. So I will wear this a lot. But yeah, looking forward to getting my EZV to the point, getting some color work. I really enjoyed doing the color work, and I'm anxious to have some color work again. So I'm looking forward to getting into that and doing some of the color work. Okay, so that was the 3rd project that I have. My 4th project that I have is I'm working and doing a 2024 Mini Skein Knit-Along. And this is kind of like a mini skein because it's called a scrappy cake from Cornbread Honey, where she puts a bunch of basically mini skeins or leftover skeins from projects that she has knitted for her shop with her yarn. She puts it together in a cake to sell. And I got a couple of these. And I've got this project going. This is my Trout Creek shawl. I started out with the beige. I did the peach. And now I'm on to the light pink. I'm liking the pattern. Again, another new stitch that I have not done. But yeah, really liking the pattern here in this. And looking forward to adding in more colors. So I'm on the 3rd color, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more colors. So there's another orange. After this pink, you get an orange color. It's a little darker than the peachy color, so it's more orange. And then you're going to get that lime green color, which I love. And then you get a mint green color, a mint turquoise color, which I love too. And then at the very end, you have 2 shades of purple. So you have a lighter purple and then a darker purple. You can see them here as well. Looking forward to this. This shawl is supposed to use up, there's 600 yards on this scrappy cake, and this shawl is supposed to use up almost 500. So it's probably going to be a pretty big shawl, and I'm okay with that. And I'm probably going to, when I get closer to when they start to say that they need to start decreasing, if I want it to be bigger, I will just keep the same size and maybe make it a little bit bigger or increase a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I want to use that whole cake up on this as much as I can. If I have a little bit left of the one purple at the end, I'm okay, because I don't want to run out of yarn and not have enough to finish. But I would like to have all of those colors in this. Oops, my end fell off. In this cowl shawl as well. So that, like I said, that's, and I changed this a little bit. I did not like, actually, I started cast on and then I took it all out and I recast on because I actually did a, if I can hold it here so you guys can see it. I did, yeah, what is that called? I added an I-cord to the side of that because it wasn't coming out even. It was jagged and I didn't like it. And I knew I probably would not wear it as much as I wanted to because it just didn't look right to me. I didn't like it. So I ended up adding an I-cord onto the side of it to make it more of a straighter line there. But yeah, I do like, this is the actual front side of the work. But yeah, I just added an I-cord onto that so that I have a nice, smooth, straight side. But yeah, so that's where we're at with this. Knitting right along, but this is for a knitting kale that I am working on with mini skeins. So that is, and I'll put the information of that down below. That yarn is from Cornbread Honey, where I've gotten a couple of skeins of different color yarns here. And I really like that one. This is my other scrappy cake that I have. And I can't wait to use this. I need to figure out what I want to use this in because I really like this. So yeah, looking forward to that. That again has a couple of different shades of purple and then this variegated. Yeah, I really, really like that one. And can't wait to figure out what I want to do with that and get that cast on as well. And it probably is going to be another shawl because I want to use all of it as much as I can into something, and I don't think it's enough to do like a t-shirt or something like that, but there is more in that. I think that one's got 600 and some yards in that. So I don't know, maybe I could do a t-shirt. I don't know. I'd have to see what the yardage is on it and see if that's something that I would have enough to do. But yeah, that's my next thing that I really want to get cast on to the needles. Okay, so the next thing, number 5, and that's not all, because I still have 2 pairs of socks on the needles that I have not worked on at all. And I got thinking the other day, the one pair is a color work pair. And I so bad want to do color work that I just wanted to get those out. But then there was other stuff that I wanted to get off the needles. So I'm like, okay, not right now. But I've been working on I didn't do today's, but I have been working on my daily knit shawl. So I'm taking the calendar that my girlfriend gave me for Christmas, and each day has got a knitting pattern on it. And most of them are new to me, something that I haven't done. Now there is a lot of color work pattern, and I'm kind of skipping over those because I'm not holding 2 yarns together. I'm already doubling my fingering weight yarn, but I'm not going to hold another skein to do color work. But I know I was right in this section, right in here last week. I think I had done this and then I decided what I was going to do. So I ended up starting my days here in January, and I've done my day every day. And like I said, if there is a color work day, a lot of times what I'm doing, like yesterday, not yesterday, Sunday was a color work day. So what I did was from Saturdays to Sunday, I just did 2 rows of a stockinette stitch where I knit across and then purled the back so that it was straight, which got me into this pattern here with the little like a bow, butterfly type pattern looking there. That was a 8-row repeat to get to where you needed to be. So I just kind of basically like cleaned my plate and did the 2 rows of stockinette stitch here, did my pattern, and then the next day was also a color work day. So I did 2 more rows of stockinette. So it was 2 and then the 4 rows for the pattern and then 2 more here to clear that out. And that was able to do that pattern over 3 days. So that's what I've been doing. If there's a color work pattern, I've been doing just solid rows, kind of looking ahead to see what the next pattern is. If it's a 6-row repeat, I'll do 2 of the rows the day before and then do the other 2 rows or 4 rows the next day, trying to not have my shawl as big as it really is going to be, because after I do 365 days and I'm doing 4 rows a day, it's going to be a very, very big shawl. But I might, when it's a color work day, just not do that day, which I'm not doing that day, but not do anything on that day, just to try to tone down the amount my shawl is going to be, because it is getting pretty big. But I did not do today's. I didn't get a chance to do that this morning. Usually I've been trying to do it first thing in the morning when I get up, take 20 minutes, have my cup of coffee, and do that pattern and get that done. But today was a busy morning. I just didn't get my chance to do that. But yeah, I'm liking it. There's a lot of new stitches that I'm getting to do, which again, I really like that. I like getting that knowledge. I mean, I'd never done this butterfly stitch before, so that was really cute on how to do that. Some of the other stuff, it's a normal knit, purl, and just to get that design, which is fine, but it's a different stitch that I haven't done. But this one, and in my calendar, they give you the definitions of the stitches. So when I got to this one, there was a couple of stitches in there that I did not know how to do. So I had to go read what it told me how to do it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And when it turned out, they turned out really, really cute. But yeah, just trying to learn something new. That's my whole goal this year, is to just enhance my knitting knowledge by learning new stitches, doing different stitches, and every sweater, shawl, something that I add on. I would like to do, I really would like to do a t-shirt, and I have a lot of cotton sock weight yarn to be able to do a t-shirt, and I have some rainbow colors, and I would love to be able to run those through and do a t-shirt. Don't know if I'm going to get it done, but I would like to do that. I would like to do a t-shirt. And like I said, I have a ton of cotton sock yarn to be able to do that with. But yeah, that's my plan on that. But that is the end of my whips. I have not cast on anything new because I really have my plate full with the 5 projects that I do have. And right now I'm starting to gear up and getting some of the sewing done that I need to do for the spring and summer. I had a lot of, before the end of the year, I bought a lot of material for the new year and just kind of held it over to the new year and not making any bags, not doing anything. I took the couple of weeks off that I did. And now I'm just getting back into sewing and really enjoying my new team member, getting to know my machine and getting to use it as best I can. But yeah, that's it, guys. I don't have any acquisitions, no acquisitions, no yarn. I didn't buy anything. in the past couple of weeks. I got stuff coming. Like I said, I have 2 yarn subscriptions coming. I signed on for Cornbread Honey's Patreon account. And she kind of uses that like a monthly membership for a colorway. And the Patreons get access to one-of-a-kind colorways. You can only get these colorways if you are a Patreon. So I will leave her information for that down below, as well as the information for her shop. And if you guys are interested in getting into her Patreon, sign up and you can get, it's a month behind. So like I signed up in December for January. So I paid in December. I will get my yarn for January. I've already paid January for February. That's just how she works it, so she knows exactly how many skeins of yarn she has to dye, because she only dyes what she needs. She might dye 1 or 2 extra, but they're only available for Patreon people. If there's extra, if you like it and you want a second one, like I said, sometimes she dyes a couple extra, but she doesn't dye a bunch extra because, these are what people bought. They're pre-orders basically, and, she knows what she's got and she, dyes for that. My next yarn subscription is from Kimber's Cozy Creations, and her A Year in Color, I guess, is her monthly yarn thing this year, is A Year in Color. So I get that coming. I'm looking forward to getting those. I absolutely loved all of my Kimbers that I got last year. Still here, have not done anything with them. They're right here in my bin. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. I mean, I love socks, but I am the only one that really wears a ton of socks. My husband won't wear knitted socks. My son won't wear knitted socks. My mom and my girlfriend wear them, and I make them for them for Christmas and stuff like that. But I really do like doing shawls. I don't know how many shawls I'm going to be able to make. I mean, I enjoyed the Musselburgh hat, but I don't know how many of those I would wear. I do like having maybe like a hat and cowl. So I don't know. Like I said, I have a ton of yarn, and of course I'm going to be getting 2 skeins each this year. Every month I'm getting 2 skeins, and I'm loving it. I'm loving to get the new yarn and stuff, and then anything else that I buy. When I see it here and there, going to different yarn stores and different places like that, you see something, you gotta buy it. But yeah, that's where we're at. Not a whole lot new. Like I said, new stuff into the shop. They will be in there by the day this airs on Sunday. And yeah, if I get the other bags made, I will get pictures of them and I will post them of a shop update on Instagram. Like I said, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the information is down below. You might want to, if you want to have quicker updates on the website for shop updates, because I always get to update there. I don't always get it posted or short posted into Instagram. I don't always, or not Instagram, but YouTube. I don't always have the time to video to get something posted into YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I take the time to do these weekly videos, and, I've been doing a lot of thinking. That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I've been doing a lot of thinking about, do I want to keep doing them weekly, or do I want to drop down to doing twice a month? Right now, I've had stuff to talk about, stuff to introduce, different things, but until I get to be able to get outside to do garden stuff, to do different things, am I going to have stuff to be able to video? I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the content to keep up to doing it every week. And it just might be that, if I don't have anything, I'll put a thing out saying, sorry, no video this week. Didn't really have anything new to show. I mean, I can always do a quick video of the shop. There's always going to be new bags probably, or new stitch stoppers coming into the shop. And I can show a little bit of what I've done as far as knitting. But I like to kind of do a little bit more of a podcast to be able to allow you guys to really see what I've been doing. So that's one of the next things I got to figure out, if I'm going to keep doing weekly, or if I'm going to jump it and maybe do every other week. Well, we'll see how everything starts going. I am getting in touch with a bunch of different yarn stores, trying to get some trunk shows going along here, and I will have that information as well. And when I do have that information, I will definitely post that down below into my videos and into the show notes, so that you guys know where we are going to be. Also, on the website, I always have where you can find my bags. There is now, I believe, 5 or 6 locations where you can actually purchase my bags at. So I have 5 or 6 stores, and they're not just in Pennsylvania. I have them in New York, I have them in Ohio, I have them in Tennessee. So there is a bunch of different places that you can reach out and get my bags. If you're local, you can go into them. So I always try to keep that updated on the website of where you can find my bags. And then I always put trunk shows and different things of where stuff is going to be at. Right now I don't have any trunk shows set up permanent, signed in, blocked in, nailed in, however you want to put it. I have a lot of feelers out there, but I have nothing nailed in and set in stone at this point. When I do, the information will go into the website, and I will keep it up to date as best I can there. Trying to get it to the point that I can do a couple of trunk shows a month. Really looking into yarn crawls, going and searching what months or what yarn crawls are out in what states, and trying to get a hold of yarn stores in those states to possibly do a long distance trunk show. I mean, I had really good success with my long distance trunk show that I did in Tennessee, and looking forward to actually doing a live trunk show in Tennessee in the spring here. Haven't nailed down when we're going to be going to Tennessee. Once I do that, I will get in touch with them and see if we can't set up for a trunk show at least one of the days that I'm there, one of the weekends. Hopefully we can. That's my plan. I don't know, but I really would like to be able to set up and do a trunk show in person there, and kind of meet all the people that were in there that bought my bags, that were just there. I really did, I did well there, and I really would like to go in and re-meet Robin and Sandy. I met them, but re-meet them, reintroduce myself to them, and kind of put face to product, that type of thing, and then get to know and sit and knit with the people in the knit group. So those are the things I really enjoyed doing this year, and I want to expand that as much as I can. I'm limited to how far I can go, because I do have a full-time job that keeps me close to home. I can ship my bags, but I can't drive 5 hours on a weekend to go sit and knit, and then try to drive 5 hours back in a day. It's just, I can't do that. But yeah, 3 hours is not bad. I mean, I can do a 3-hour trip, but that would put me into like West Virginia. If I could find something on the other side of Pittsburgh into West Virginia, that would be something I could do. 3 hours would be down that way. But yeah, I'm looking to see what is out there, what I can get lined up. And that's just my plan for this year. So, I mean, I have a bunch of things. I'm looking at a bunch of different places to be able to possibly have my bags in, different yarn crawls, different yarn stores, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I can do that. Well, I guess that's enough rambling. I've rambled enough. I don't really have anything new to show, anything more to talk about. Like I said, all the information for everything that I talked about will be down below. I'll put the patterns that I'm using for all of my projects down below. The Ravelry patterns and all that. I will put those links down below. This actually pattern, there is actually a pattern in the front of the calendar. So I will put that information there. I don't know if it can be purchased. I do know it gives me the option to download all of my all of the patterns, but I don't know if you can get like a digital copy of that calendar with the stitches on it. I don't know. I'll have to look. I mean, but like I said, there is a option for me to download and put a code in to get all of these stitches and all of these patterns digital. So that's, I need to do that and get that done. But all that information will be down below. Yeah, so that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.